Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow. Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste.
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
Hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy.
Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
They see and experience information. Is your child smarter than indicated by test results? 3D Learner is an integrated learning program that helps identify your child's strengths and challenges. 3D Learner's individualized program for academic and athletic success will significantly improve reading comprehension, test scores, and self-esteem. Contact 3D Learner today for more information. Call 561-361-7495 to unlock your child's true potential. Visit us at 3dlearner.com or call 561-361-7495.
Grab your gloves and booties for an innovative method to reduce pain and inflammation. Cryotherapy at Fire and Ice Spa briefly exposes the body to extremely cold temperatures to stimulate better health, fitness, weight loss, healing, and beauty benefits. This cold craze is not just for athletes and gym rats anymore. Call Fire and Ice Spa to book your appointment, 954-906-5656. Use locally or on the whole body. Experience the positive effects on visible signs of aging, mood and sleep disorders, and much more. Contact Fire and Ice Spa at 954-906-5656.
Fire and Ice! Fire and Ice! Fire and Ice! The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Well, it's 1 o'clock and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. So let's break open the lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought. Take a seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy. You guys ready? To help your day go by easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or dream making. It's the feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work or play, a movie review, a restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, Atlanta, New York City, Boston, Chicago, LA, and never ever Hawaii.
How about San Francisco?
Why?
Because you forgot to say hello to our friends in San Francisco.
I didn't know I had a friend in San Francisco.
And you forgot to say hello to our friends in France, to Tendance TV. You know, we have not said hello to them in quite a while, so.
You know, Tendance. I'm never going to remember that.
Why?
Because
it's like dance.
It's like a tendon.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Tendons dance. Tendance.
Tendance.
I got that?
No. But anyway, hello to them. And how can you see today's show?
You can find us on Facebook and Periscope at the Brooklyn Cafe TV live streaming. Also on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. And we have a very special show lined up. It's a big day. It is It's Tuesday, but it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. This is going to be...
It's not a Tasty Tuesday, though. It's an Art Tuesday.
Artistic all the way around.
Artistic all the way around. We are at 1440 North Federal Highway at the heart of Delray Gallery. We are kicking off our Tuesday shows, a special show segment and everything will be even growing more in the month of February. We are going to have a special art. Dan, do we have the name of the new art show?
What's up?
Well, he has to take his glasses off to hear.
He can't hear because he's wearing
He
sunglasses.
can't hear because he's wearing sunglasses. It's called G-Talk. G-Talk coming soon on Tuesday. So we are kicking it off. We're going to introduce you to some of our artists here right at the heart of Delray Gallery. We always have the lovely Bonnie Perlin with us, and we have some new special guests that we're going to get into. How was your day, Mr. Freddy?
It's funny because now that Bonnie's going to be on the set, over the weekend I was thinking that we can call her Bonbon.
Bonbons.
That is my nickname.
Is that what they call you?
Yes.
And
Bonnie looks very comfortable.
I kept
sitting in
hearing
her
that.
seat.
Well, she's been here 100 times. I accused her of drinking too much because I said, "Do artists drink?" Remember?
Bagel company. I was a doctor. You've started a lot of rumors about me.
But now you're the Bonbon. Yeah,
I'm
so
the
working with
Bonbon.
branding you.
We're branding her as Bonbon.
We're branding
like
is
ice
Bonbon
cream.
Bonnie.
Bonnie has the best room.
Bonbon Bonnie. Boom, boom, boom. Bonbon.
But Bonnie has a great room to hang out in right here at the gallery. It's very comforting. There's couches and tables and all of her beautiful artwork. You don't ever have to leave here.
No, I really don't. There's even a shower in the back. I can sleep over. I have a blanket.
You can sleep here.
I can sleep here.
She could sleep here. She just needs a refrigerator. There's bathrooms,
We have
everything.
a refrigerator. I'm done. I'm
Next
fine. I have
hurricane,
soap,
we got a bunker
toothbrush.
here. She's good to go.
And what we're going to do, Dan, we were talking about different types of art. So we're going to set up a whole canvas thing with paint buckets on the roof with holes. So what happens is they
Can we have
paint.
glitter hanging from the ceiling?
Take it easy. That's the last part.
Yeah,
You
glitter.
drop the paint on a human being and you sort of sprawl around and stuff. And she says, "Oh yeah, that used to be called that thing in Playland. What was it called when it turned?"
Like,
You know, they
spin
had
offs.
that on Modern
Yes,
Family an
they do
episode,
it.
and it was, but they did it not dressed.
Yeah, well, that's what I was talking about.
that's the whole like.
But that was the
that's what he
idea.
wants.
That was it. That's what you want to do here?
That's what we're gonna do.
Dan, we're going to put a tarp down right here in the front of the gallery, in front of our studio. And he's shaking his head, yes.
No, not here.
As long as he keeps his glasses off, he can hear us. We should really give Dan a mic because he can't hear and talk with the sunglasses on.
He needs to take his sunglasses off to hear us. That's interesting. Interesting. Says a lot about Dan. But anyway, so that's part of the future of Bonbon.
Future of Bonbon.
Yes.
So this is segment one of our art show for the Heart of Delray Gallery. G-Talk is coming soon to not a station, but to this station.
February
near you.
6th, yes?
Starting February 6th.
February 6th.
12
o'clock.
12 o'clock to 1, GTV, right here from the Heart of Delray Gallery, followed by us.
Us.
All right.
When you're
Who
on
us?
lunch break, you have lunch with Gartel.
Have lunch with Gartel.
That's a nice name, Lunch with
That is.
Gartel,
You need to
right?
think of like a G word for lunch. I can't think of it. It's
Crunch.
like on the tip of my
How about
tongue.
Gartel for lunch? No?
Yeah, I like
Everyone's wearing sunglasses today. Well, welcome, Lawrence.
Thank
We've got
you
Lawrence
so much.
Gartel,
Thank
who is
you
our new
for-
host of G-Talk.
Yes.
We've got Bonnie with us. And Lawrence is going to introduce us to his special guest. Who do we have on set with us today?
We have the one and only Rick Salmon. Rick Salmon actually gave me my very, very first assignment 40 years ago, and he happens to be right here in Delray Beach. So we invited him over to speak with us today a little bit.
Welcome, Rick.
It's really fun to be here. You guys seem like you're having a lot of fun. Man, oh man, you know, I know a lot of photographers. I'm a photographer, but Mr. Gartel, right, the Gartel Lunch host, is a real artist, and I followed you for years. You know, what I think is important about being an artist is always changing, and that's what this guy's doing.
You're always changed. What are you doing, Lawrence?
What am I doing? Well, you know, I was the official artist of the 57th Annual Grammy Awards, where I wrapped the Grammy statue with my digital art, and they photographed it, became the program guide, the invitation, on the VIP tickets, the announcement,
That's
and everything
magnificent.
else. So I had John Legend behind me, Madonna in front of me on the red carpet. It was quite the
Yeah,
experience.
not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too shabby.
Then, on top of that, it just so happens that this month of January 2018, to kick off the new year, I'm on the cover of Boca Magazine.
Let's just turn it forward. There you go.
Boca Magazine cover this month. Very cool.
Tell me about that piece.
Well, this piece is called Motorhead, which is in keeping because I make art cars. And I've made 57 cars since my first car, which was made for Tesla, the electric road company. And they liked it so much, it went viral on the internet during Art Basel, and a new industry was born for me. So I've made 57 cars since.
But think about that. You kicked this off with one prototype, and your whole industry changed. Everything you did changed because of one piece of art.
Yes, that's pretty much the truth. Here's the nice article. Thank you. So here's the article, a little interview, and the art car, which is outside of the Heart of Delray Gallery, outside in the parking lot.
I'm getting a ride in there.
You're getting a ride. It's my daily driver.
We're gonna have to go check that out.
You have to check it out.
That's amazing.
Now, you know Tesla.
Yes.
The anniversary of Tesla is
Yes.
January 21st of I don't know what. But I know that it
21st?
was... Yes,
Did we
21st
pass-
January.
What's today? You lose track
Today's the
of time.
22nd. That was yesterday.
Yes, so I saw Sunday, and what happens is Tesla has been bought out by a company, because, you know, they went bankrupt after they only made 90 cars. 90 or 900? I think it's 90 or 900. But
It's
anyway,
only up by a factor of.
but anyway, Tesla will be back. They're making it again, starting next year.
I didn't know
on
they left.
January.
I didn't know they left either.
That's what I heard.
Wow.
They're going to be...
They just introduced
It's
the
gotta be more than
SUV. It was
90.
here the other day.
Well, it has to be something that they're bringing back January 21st.
You're talking about Fisker, maybe.
No, it's the Tesla.
Henrik Fisker, who made
But
the electric car?
I don't know.
Fisker
All of our
electric
interns,
car?
anyone
This
who's
is all
got
interesting.
Wi-Fi
Google,
with them,
look
and you
up,
can
find
Google
out.
this for us.
Find out.
Hold on a second.
Let us
because-
know.
But if it's-
Let's see. Here's our contest.
No,
We're going to
Fisker's
see
alive
which
and well.
intern can come up with the answer fast. We've
There
got
you go.
3 interns on set.
One,
Here's the
two,
game.
three,
we need like
go.
a ding, ding, ding. Who can come up with the answer the fastest? There you go. We've got Reed, we got Sam, and we got Johnny on the spot. How about that? Put them all to work.
Well, anyway, it doesn't make a difference. It just so triggered that stuff.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this how long now?
I've been doing digital art since 1975, which, if you do your math, that's 43 years doing the same thing.
But the digital art back then must have been tremendously different.
I
yeah?
invented it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
It was
what
like
happened.
unheard of.
Did the article on
And
it.
that's why he did the article.
He was,
Because
Flores
Good.
was taking pictures. Mr. Cartel, I have to call him Mr. Cartel.
Please.
He was taking pictures off a TV screen, a television screen. It was very innovative, and the way you were capturing that was just amazing.
So you were just watching the TV and you were taking photographs of it, and
Not quite that.
Okay,
not
so
not
what-
quite as passive as that.
Tell us.
But I was sitting in the back of a classroom in Buffalo, Buff State, actually, and I was watching this Charlie Chaplin movie, and I said, I wonder how I can make a still picture off of a moving image. And so a guy taps me on the shoulder. I was sitting in the back of the class. I had this very, very long, probably a 300 millimeter lens. And he says, what are you doing? I said, oh, no, I'm trying to take a picture. He goes, we have a place in downtown Buffalo where you can do this crazy stuff. Why don't you meet us there at 8 o'clock at night, and we'll see what happens. I'm thinking, okay, so I'm going to bring my wallet, my car, my camera. It's the worst neighborhood in the world. But lo and behold, there was this center called Media Study, and I met this artist. His name is Namjoon Paik, who is considered the father of video art from the late 50s. And Namjoon is a giant, and he has had several museum shows at the Guggenheim and the Whitney Museum. And he said to me, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm tweaking these knobs and buttons and wires because I believe that electronic art will replace painting. And he said, you're a crazy man. And I said, really? Coming from you, that's a compliment. So I just want to show you a picture of what that system actually looked like, because it's historical. It's amazing.
how did you get started doing what you're doing, even before
what
the
was the
digital art?
vision?
What was your vision as an artist?
I was a traditional painter at the age of 7, and in this book called Gartel Art and Technology, published by Edizione Mazzotta in 1998, I had formal art school training, and I went to art school as a painter. I was 7 years old. I made my first piece. Here it is in my book.
Wow.
I want to see that.
Amazing.
It is
At
amazing.
7.
Oh my God.
At 7.
And to the viewers out there in the world.
You know, the best part of this show is we speak to so many families, and our demographic is that sandwich generations of our 30s to 50s. And the kids who want to be artists, and here you are starting at 7 years old, and then
Yes.
somehow we tell our kids, no, you need to have a conventional job. But you don't need to have a conventional job. My daughter was an art major, and now she teaches art. Bonnie's an artist. Everything we do here at the gallery is all about creativity. And truly, when you start young, you can be anything you want to be Just follow your passion.
Well, who wants a real job anyway?
Well, that's what we say all the time, right, Freddy?
What is a real job?
Who wants a real job?
Well, it is good to have a backup, you know? And I think if someone's wants to be an artist, there are other jobs, like running an art gallery, for example. You know, I know a lot of photographers, they want to be National Geographic photographers. Not everyone's going to be a National Geographic photographer, but there are so many related jobs, right? That you can do that involve and help you, live your life, your passion for photography.
This man's been all over the world, and he's telling other people to get a job. It's really incredible. I mean, he has been places that people only dream of. They don't even know the names of some of the places that you've gone to. You've been incredibly, Rick, you've been incredibly blessed.
But you know what? I think we create our own reality.
Of course we do.
Hey, Rick, which is the number one picture that you've ever taken? Number one place of everywhere you've been, that number one place you can say.
Well, the number one picture and the number one place is different.
I knew it was coming.
Is a picture I took of my father, like a few months before he died.
Okay.
And I've been to 100 countries, but that's my favorite picture. But I would say Antarctica. Actually, South Georgia, which is an island off Antarctica, where they have tens of thousands of penguins. It doesn't smell that good.
Oh, yes.
It doesn't smell that good. Being that in touch with nature, there's so many studies out there that say that, we grow as a person, the closer we are to nature, right? You're down here in this beautiful climate creating this beautiful art. If you were like freezing up in New York in a basement, it might not be the same thing.
No, it wouldn't be. I don't like to suffer. Artists don't have to suffer. Yeah. That's a big misnomer, I have to say.
But you say we create our own reality.
Yeah, I think we do. A lot of people are not.
Yeah.
There's a book one of my favorite, I read a lot of self-help books because I need a lot of help.
Self-help?
It's by Dr. Wayne Dyer.
It's called
Real Magic. Yes. And he talks about creating the miracles in our lives. And I don't know if it's a miracle, but, a lot of people aren't aware of everything that's going on around them. I have a fighter pilot friend, and he said when he's in the cockpit, he has to have what's called situational awareness. He has to be looking out the windows. He has to know what's going on around him. He has to know what a stick does. So I think a lot of people, if they have that situational awareness, they're aware of things that are going on around them and taking advantage of opportunities that might present themselves.
Now, John Kennedy didn't have that attitude, unfortunately. No. That's why he died.
He paid people to have that attitude. It didn't work out too well.
Yeah. Junior died in a plane crash. He didn't have that kind of awareness.
But things change so much, and you're all different artists. And you do photography. Lawrence does his digital art. Bonnie paints. But everyone has their own creative side. Even Dan over here with his glasses, with his sunglasses,
which he has to remove in order to hear.
Well, that's like when you're driving, right? And you're taking directions, right? And you're following the signs. You turn the radio down. So it's the same.
I always do that.
Right? Sure. All guys do that, right? You don't know why, but
yes, I do.
You're absolutely right.
So, what was the first job you had Lawrence do for you?
Well, actually,
tell him.
I was the editor of this magazine, Studio Photography, in 1978. So all these photographers would want to come in, get their work published and things like that. And I've seen a lot of the same old stuff. But this guy, man, oh man, he was very creative. He was very different. And I think, we can, Salvador Dali has a great quote, those who do not want to imitate anything, create nothing. It's actually another book called Steal Like an Artist. Did you read this book, Steal Like an Artist? #1 on the New York Times, the best-selling list. But anyway, so he was doing all this creative stuff, and I said, this is what our readers want to see. They want to see something different, right? They want to learn from an artist. And, the Buddhists say learning is health. And I've learned a lot from you. And
that's very kind. I was actually 22 years old when Rick gave me my job. So think about that. I was doing something very, very different at the age of 22. Yeah. We're not talking to a 60-year-old man now. It was like really kind of pioneering at that point to be able to do that. So it's kind of interesting.
Formally trained in art school?
Yes, formal training in art school. I went to the Pell School of Art in the old Aunt Sonia Hotel, which is a story in itself. And then I went to the High School of Music and Art, the Fame High School, that's up on the hill in Harlem. And then I went to the School of Visual Arts. And from there, I went for my master's degree in photography at C.W. Post College in Long Island. And that's my educational background, I guess you'd say.
And your first job?
My first job was that I wrote an art. He commissioned me to write an article about what I was doing, and he actually paid me, and we know for a fact, $350 to write this article. I think they're still paying $350.
You know, and I
if they're paying that at all, or less.
And
No,
the reason I ask you
deflate.
is because now all three of you sit here and are incredibly successful and accomplished artists in your own medium.
Yes.
But there are so many kids and millennials and people that are starting off and they want to get to the next step. But you started at a place for $350.
Yeah.
I think you have to start somewhere. Every professional was an amateur at one time, right? And my best advice is never give up.
Yeah.
I never give
Right.
up. Timing is so important in life. If you had walked in like two weeks later and we had just done something, you know, I might
Right.
not be. I might
That's
not
right.
be here.
Might
you know?
not be here.
So I think again that being aware of what's going on around you, never giving up, and just looking for these opportunities. I also think, you know, I used to say when I was the editor there, the expression was publish or perish, right?
Yes.
Now today it's socialize or succumb. You have, like we were just putting stuff on social media.
I like that.
You could be the greatest person, you know, most talented artist, but if no one knows about you, right? So I spend 2 hours a day on social media.
But here's the wonderful thing about this picture. So this picture was 1978, Rick. And some of the images that I created for that article was shot right off of that particular screen. So this image of this system was where it all started.
That's
which is kind of
incredible. And now
interesting.
look
It's
where
like-
we are.
Looks very
It's
complicated.
like history.
Right now we sit with our phones and everything's social media.
Everything's social media.
Well, everything
Quick.
also is turned into speed.
Yeah.
So as soon as you put a piece out, you
It's-
want
you're
people
out
to
there.
know that you're groundbreaking, you're different, you're all
The
sorts of
difference, I
stuff.
think, what's happened is quality versus quantity, because there's a lot of quantity out there.
Yes,
Yes.
tons
But
of quantity.
But I will tell you this, Steve Jobs commissioned me to do a Think Different ad for Apple. And the people that did that were Golda Meir, Jackie Robinson, Jim Henson, Pablo Picasso, Gandhi, and myself.
Good company.
So it's not bad company.
nice group.
But so when you take that and you add in like the barrage of people that are slamming all this info out there, it's very hard to absorb, and it's also hard to quantify what's good and what's bad.
Well, sometimes I think photography is going downhill. You know, like someone posts a picture, like a beautiful sunset with a palm tree, and it gets like 6 million likes. Whereas, you know, you publish a piece of art, you know, not you, maybe another
Yeah,
artist.
yeah.
And
Or
they get
maybe
like
me,
8
yeah.
And they get like 8 likes.
Yes.
And what
So-
Freddie always says, it's not the amount, it's not the quantity, back to the quality. You just need one pair of eyes. Bonnie, you just need one person to come in and buy 100 of your paintings. You don't
Oh,
need 100
that would be
people, you
very
just need
nice,
that
no.
one person.
Hey, I'm Doris Vilk. When life keeps you crazy, the job, the kids, a husband, how do you escape? Fantasize about romantic evenings? Follow the exploits of Hollywood actress Susan Chatham in my erotic novels, Love Arrested and Love Attempted, and revel in Susan's steamy love life. There's lust, passion, and betrayal. But what doesn't kill her makes her insatiable. Buy the ebooks or paperbacks at Amazon. Visit me at dorisvilk.com. That's V as in vibrant. Prepare to be aroused.
What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening to higher-level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283. Sit back, relax, and breathe while breathing in the benefits of salt in our invigorating Salt Oasis. The Salt Suite of Boca Raton and Delray Beach provides 100% natural treatment for sinus, respiratory, and skin conditions. From the adult relaxation lounge to a children's playroom, Salt Therapy opens up sinuses, lungs, and flushes out allergens and pollutants for all ages. Give us a call at 561-288-0481 or 561-316-7258. Mention the Brooklyn Cafe Show to receive one free session. Contact the Salt Suite of Boca Raton or Delray Beach to book your appointment. TheSaltSuite.com. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Person with the eyes.
Well, 100 people with one painting, and that math works out too.
Either way. But one person. You always say that all the time.
Well, I do, because
all the time.
Sports Illustrated, you know, I remember that kid that caught the touchdown for the Steelers, and his tippy toes are still in bounds, and somebody was at the right place at the right time. There must have been 500 photographers at that game. But that one guy got that one shot, and he sold it for what, $1 million? I mean, it was unreal, that shot.
Perfect.
You could see his eyes. His eyes were closed when he caught the ball. It was unbelievable. That's an unbelievable. And now
It's a great shot. It's a lucky shot. My next book is going to be, I think, Rick Sammons' dumb luck shot, because you go to 100 countries, you know, you're going to get some dumb luck shots.
you get dumb luck shots, right?
I like that idea.
I mean, that in itself becomes artwork, right? Like, just to get that right look. Yesterday I was watching the games. On Sunday I was watching the games. And the funny thing about the games is you can actually, they have cameras now, you can see the faces on the players. So when a quarterback is going to get hit, he closes his eyes. And when he hits the ground, he closes his eyes. I remember when I was playing Pop Warner, I used to close my eyes and say, you shouldn't close your eyes when you're going to get hit.
They should do that.
But these are grown men, professionals. I guess it
reflex.
hurts. No, it hurts.
I'm sure it hurts.
Actually, Lawrence has his eyes closed the whole time. He was thinking
Yes, you don't know.
We can't see.
The next great.
The next great car painting.
Lawrence, what
Yes.
pieces do you have here, or what are you showing here at the gallery?
You know, I have my car outside, and
It's for sale?
yes, it's most definitely,
Is it?
Most definitely for sale. Most definitely for sale. So I'm going to be bringing in some unique things, and they're probably going to be my most current work, which is always evolving. I do a lot of car art, I have to say, and what that means is that I'll take a photograph and then manipulate it in some way, shape, or form. I don't use other people's pictures because that's called appropriating, and there's copyright infringements, and there's all sorts of evasive things to that. I prefer to work with original source material of my own and then make some sort of derivation of that through that. So that's what I'm going to be bringing, some very classical pieces. I have, there you go, there's the car outside. Well,
That's the car you have out front?
Put it in front of the camera.
Oh, that's the one you have in the thing? Yeah, we have a picture. The one in the lake, in the pool?
No.
Oh, the one outside?
This is his.
No, if you send me
If
that,
you
we can
email it,
put
we'll
it
put
in.
it in.
We'll put it in.
All right, put it in. But I do want to talk about something really fantastic, which is my new museum show. It's called Warhol versus Me. And this book is because
It's called Warhol versus Gartell,
Yes.
not Warhol versus me.
Well, I'm Gartell, so I
Well,
guess
for
it
those
is
who are
me.
looking for it or listening to us on the radio,
Oh, they can only find it through me.
okay,
It's
well,
also,
you can
so
only
it's all
find
about
it through
me.
Lawrence Gartell.
And he's Gartell.
I'm Gartell.
Yeah.
So this book was created by the Lucca Museum in Italy, and it is written by the museum director Maurizio Vanni. And the purpose of this book was the fact that I taught Andy Warhol how to use the Amiga computer to make Debbie Harry's album cover in 1985. So he said, you know, that was the tipping point, that was the touch point where pop art fused with digital art. And we need to let people know about that because we all know how the world has evolved into the digital area, and people don't really know. So there are 100 works of art devoted to Andy and 100 works of mine. And the book is devoted in 2 parts, the first part to Andy and the second part to myself of my work. And Rick, there you go. There is this is the early work made 1978.
Let's turn that around so we can see that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Here
That's
we go.
okay. And tell us about this piece. This was,
This piece was got all sorts
everything
of,
falls out of it.
nothing like editing, I guess, to edit that out. But anyway, this piece was created on the Laser Master, Laser Vision.
Yeah, it was laser color.
Laser Color. We were just talking about it. Laser Color was a device that enabled you to colorize pictures.
Yeah,
back in way before, yeah, 78.
They were based in West Palm Beach here.
Were they really?
Strikers, from
Yes.
PDC.
Yes.
Right? And
Yeah.
Sailfish
Long
Marina.
Island. Yes.
You guys are definitely before your time and what
Well,
it
you
is
always
now.
need somebody else to help remind you because, you forget so much that happened.
And things change. Freddie, it's like when you started to AMP with Geo.
Right.
And you first started this whole streaming concept, how many years ago?
Oof, about 9 years ago.
And you went to the NFL and said, let's watch sports on our phone. And they said, no one watches sports on their phone.
Yeah, they actually streaming at that time wasn't done, and they laughed me out of their offices, and they laughed me out of the NFL, Major League Baseball, and hockey. And the funny thing is that now I know the guy that does European streaming, and with Yahoo and all that. I know that whole deal is going down. They're paying through the nose. If they had a chance, they could have bought me for a fraction and learned the technology. It's not that difficult. But it's interesting because when you try to do something and you know you're on the course to greatness, you know it, and everybody laughs, and then everybody copycats. I guess that's the biggest thank you.
I
Right?
will tell you that I went to the Miami Herald in 2004, and I said, your page is so flat, it's so boring. You need video. Video tells the story, documenting what's going on in the community, and they just poo-pooed it, like you're saying. They
laughed.
They laughed.
You need the visionaries, which is why we have these 3 fabulous interns sitting here with us now and ever growing. And we forgot our studio audience. It's funny. Dan moves the chairs, then we all move them right back to the whole part of the gallery. But because what they bring to the table, Johnny on the spot, we've got Sam with us, we've got Reed with us. We didn't even get a chance to say hello to all of our board operators today. So say hello.
Hello, board op. How are you? Who do we have on the board op here? We have Reed.
We've got Reed, we've got Sam, and we've got Johnny on the spot.
Johnny on the spot is back. And we have a new one, hopefully, Samantha? No, Sydney.
Sydney. But you talk about timing. So in turn, we called her today, and she says, oh my gosh, and she was so excited. She says, I'm getting in my car right now, and I'm moving back to New Jersey. I'm leaving at 2 o'clock.
Well, that was before we got through with her.
We said, well, where do you live? She tells us. We said, well, we're about 10 minutes from you. Come on over. She comes over. She says, why did I not learn about this 2 months ago?
Yeah.
And I said, well, you learned about it today. You just have to get in your car and leave, or choose not to. Exactly. And it's all about the timing. It's exactly what you talk about. Now she has a choice. She can look at this setup and say, no, I'll stay, or you leave. But it's about the timing and the choice of what you do.
Now, who puts a radio station and a TV set inside
We do.
an art studio?
Who does what we
who
do?
does
We do.
that? I mean, if you think about it, and then you
Wonderful
surround yourself with
concept.
art and artists, right, Bonbon? I mean,
Yeah, it's a great venue.
I mean, the
amazing.
bottom line is that there are over 70 artists in this building.
Right.
Yes.
Everybody's different. Everything brings another piece to the table. And now we have Studio B that we're turning into a cafe where you can come down and negotiate with some of the people that we do business with. So now it becomes a workable cafe.
I have an idea.
I
We'll
know.
talk about that
We'll
later.
talk about
she
that
sits
later.
right in front of me.
But the object of the game is that we know so many different people like yourselves who want to advance their careers as to what they do. And there's a right way and there's a better way. And then there's the way everybody else is doing it.
A new way, right?
That's right. And there's nothing wrong with new. When I coach, I used to say, nothing wrong with new, just do it. If you don't do it, then you have an issue.
Even an evolving way. And Bonnie had 2 studios when we moved here.
Yes.
And you've
2 small studios.
Now you want to have one large one.
Uptown.
She moved uptown to the front of the gallery.
But it's amazing what you do in there because you have all sorts of stuff going on in there.
All sorts.
And every time I see you, you're like, I got to make it better. I got to make it better. But it's fantastic. But as an artist, you always want to make it better, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the process.
How long have you been
new
doing what you're doing?
Since 1988.
That's
So
it?
it's a long time.
Just started.
Well, that's a studio and going to a school in Roslyn. I've always painted and I've always been into art, but I was not professionally trained.
I was
at
just
all.
going to ask you that.
No.
Rick, were you?
No,
You learned everything on your own.
everything on my own.
And that is the
Getting
beauty
back
of
to
what we
we
do.
were saying before, being aware of all this stuff and all the different artwork here reminds me of this book. I'm big on these self-help books. This is a great book for your listeners. It's called Disrupt. And what Lawrence did here, he disrupted things, right? You're not doing something that everyone else is doing. You disrupted it. And they have all these stories about successful companies that did something to disrupt. So when you were telling the story before, it reminded me, do you guys have any kids or grandkids with mismatched socks? You've heard of this,
Yes.
right? Okay, they were all, so you're right. So, right, the guy is working at a sock company. They're saying, okay, what can we do different? The guy comes up with the concept, let's do mismatched socks.
I heard about
Everyone
this.
said, that's a stupid idea. No one's going to go for that. So the guy quits, starts it. Now the guy's a gazillionaire. I don't know if he could afford one of Lawrence's cars, but he's doing very, very well. So I think that the point, this is a great book to read. This is what you have to do if you want to be an artist, right? You have to do something really different. You have to take chances, right?
Risk.
Yeah.
Risk is big.
But isn't business about
Risk.
risk? Isn't it control chaos?
Well, hopefully it's calculated risk.
Well,
I
you
guess
can
we
always
talk
say
about
that.
Bitcoin and all these cryptocurrencies.
Okay, which goes
is,
up must come down, but
Well,
you
look,
can
even
always
what we
talk
do.
about that. Yeah, I
Coming
mean,
here, risk, calculated risk, but coming here, but our vision was so great when I walked in here and I knew in my head what I saw. I called Freddy, I said, you have to see this, and everyone said, you do what, where? Why aren't you in the radio station?
yeah, because we don't do that.
Because we have the gift of being here.
I think it's spectacular.
And sending it to, but this way we get to work with all these creative minds.
Yes.
Bonnie, was there a risk when you started?
Absolutely. Always is, but it doesn't bother me. I enjoy that.
And you're always
It's,
here.
it's boring otherwise. I like the
You
risk.
like being out of your
I do.
environment.
I do.
But the next level of what we're going to do is that we're going to move these studios around to different places. So if you have a gallery in Miami, if you have one. So the object of the game is to bring the show on the road because you're only as good as when they notice you, correct? So if we have a live studio audience and they go, you know something? I want to buy that. Why? Because they're here and they hear the story behind what you painted. And in the short amount of time that we've been here, what I've learned is that the story carries the weight of the piece.
I never thought of that. Here I am sitting with this.
I mean, it's just
That's a
amazing.
brilliant idea.
And so we go out now,
That's
and we
great.
have
That's
Harvest,
really great.
we have
great.
Maggiano's, we have Hamburger M,
We have Fit Life, we have Delray Beach Boxing, we have so many venues.
and we're going to send our
We're going to
crews out.
send all of you guys out with our equipment and then do segments coming in because like Dr. Dora's Daily Dose of Desire, we can do an art piece of the week, whatever it is. And that's our goal of our changing set as well.
And it has to change.
But you mentioned something, that first time it came up in the past 40 minutes, you mentioned business.
Yes.
Every successful photographer I know, and I know a lot, they're excellent business people. I spend more time on my business than I do on photography, traveling around the world. How important is your business to you? I mean, do you look at it as a business or you just want to save the world with your art?
Well, I think as an artist, you're always saving the world. Like people say, oh, why don't you do this for this benefit or that benefit? I think your life is dedicated to benefit others. It's not you enjoy what you do, but you're benefiting the world by giving art, which is more of an aesthetic to the world than just a bad cup of coffee, I have to say. Of course it's a business. How else do you survive?
Well, let me ask you then.
Exactly.
Artists have to become, just like doctors, have to become business people now.
That's the exact analogy.
I mean, it's changing because I remember when Obamacare came out, doctors have to become business people. There's a bottom line, there's profit and loss. Where you were making X amount of dollars, you're going to have to settle for less and you have to make it work. So now artists are becoming business people, correct?
Yes. Well, you have to. I mean, if you want to be a successful artist and make money from your art, you have to be a business person.
You guys make money too.
I mean, that is not a. Why is that a bad thing?
Not at all.
No,
It's
not
not
at
a
all.
bad thing.
Not at
Unless
all.
you have an art rep.
You know,
people have art reps.
And
I
it
have
adds
an art rep.
validity to the craft and the art.
But
So
like-
The better business person you are, the more people are going to know about you. Like I know this young kid,
Right.
and he has this cause. And he has this cause, and it was helping a very small number of people, and it wasn't really going that well. You know, he's helping like 12 people. I said, listen, if you become a lawyer, you know, you could help hundreds of thousands of people. So I got a kid went to law school, became a lawyer, and now he's helping lots of people.
And now he represents the art world?
Well, it has nothing to do with art, actually. It actually has to do with...
But imagine that. That would have been a great story, too.
Yeah, so you have to be a business person.
You have to. I want to bring up a fact that this week is Art Fort Lauderdale, and basically what they're doing is they are showcasing art in very high-end estates on the water. And you go from different estate mansion by way of water taxi to get to all these homes. So it's a completely different, unique thing.
That's interesting.
It's from the 24th to the 28th of this week.
I used to take the water. I used to live in Fort Lauderdale, and I used to take the water taxi.
Very cool.
I've never been
down
on the
there.
water taxi.
And there's one that looks like a duck that comes on land, and
Yes.
there's another one that's just the water taxi.
Yes.
I've
The
done
water
that.
taxi, they say, is fun, though.
You could do a better job.
How do you hail one of those down?
I think I
You
can.
you throw
Wear a
a...
really tiny bathing suit, Dan.
He used one of these ducks.
No, Dan, don't wear it.
Wednesday's
It's
the
like
opening at the
Speedo.
Bonnet House. Just want to say that. Wednesday's the opening at the Bonnet House for this thing.
You know, I wanted to touch real quick. We got a couple of minutes left. I wanted to touch, in New York, they opened up a gallery that I saw yesterday where artists from Guantanamo Bay. Did you hear about this?
No.
The artists, these are terrorists that are being held down there, and they have a certain number. Everything's reduced. Nobody would take them, so these are the guys that are left behind. And they have a wall, and they are tarped, so they can't see the ocean. So when the hurricane came through, they had to take the tarps down. So for a day, they got to see the ocean for the first time in their captivity. And what they did was they painted it. Moving along on this story is now somebody put together a gallery where they're selling the art. So it's become a political hotbed. What do you do with the monies, with the art that's being generated? Obviously, you can't give it to them
Wounded
because...
warriors.
So, no, they don't know what to do with it. So the U.S. government went in there when they were doing the peace, and now they're going to put some kind of order that the money has to go to them. It's just political, but the artistry of it is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It'd be fascinating, right?
Well, one of the pictures is one of the guys that masterminded the 9/11 attacks, or was part of it, depends on what you want to believe, and it's like a giant circle of dots. This is where I got Bambam from, by the way. And I'm looking at this thing, and everybody was around it because it was the story, and all of a sudden it was his story about, it says, that what he was thinking about is this giant cylinder of him ending up to the bottom of it in dots, and he painted this thing. And again, it's the magic of art politically, not correct, whatever your opinion is, but everybody has an opinion. Isn't that what art is about?
That's how street art is becoming so popular as well. In
And
many other
interpretation.
countries, it's political art.
It's political
street
art.
If you look at any of it, you can see they have a message and they paint it, and it's very
Well, I think that was
poignant.
Picasso's Guernica. It was all about political Spanish War. So
Everything is up and coming, including the new show with Lawrence Gartell. What's the name of the show?
the show is called G Talk, and we'll be talking.
We'll be talking with Lawrence Gartell on Tuesday, starting February 6th, right here from the Heart of Delray Gallery. Are we
12
opening it up to anybody to come and visit?
Absolutely, I think we should.
1440 North
Totally.
Federal Highway. You can come for a 2-hour
Studio
special.
audience.
Studio audience from 12 to 1 will be called
Yes.
G Talk, starting February 6th, airing on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and of course on all social media platforms, followed by the cafe at 1 o'clock. So we'll have a nice 2-hour segment right here. Studio audience is always welcome. Dan, we've got standing room only. Can we get some more chairs, please?
No, but you know what, Dan? If everybody comes and they talk art, because again, I see how galleries come, you can sit and talk to the gentleman afterwards, and we'll set up, I guess you'll set up an area where they can sit and talk, and you can negotiate things that you want to negotiate. You know, we pick up most of our guests that way. They go to other sets that we do, and we end up bringing them on
Somebody
the air.
asked me the other day how we get our guests. I'm sorry?
I was going to say, I think you need like an art limousine designed. That's what I think, to take people, you know.
I think so too.
Like an Uber.
Should talk about that.
A limousine, golf cart.
Do you know, I wanted to get a van together because now they have the train that goes, it's going to go to Orlando and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's killed a few
if
people.
it doesn't
you
kill
know. We're not-
anybody, yeah, I was about to say, the murder train.
Just stay off the tracks.
The murder train, and then you have that waiting for you at the train tracks, and then you take them onto the set, and you bring them back, and put a whole thing
great
together.
idea.
Right line.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I think that's.
I didn't want to use Brightline because people got upset.
Well, that's all right,
But
maybe.
anyway. All right, listen.
Rick, where can we find some of your artwork?
Yes.
RickSammon.com, SAMMON. But you know, those sunglasses, hand-painted sunglasses, maybe Gartel mics would be good.
Well, you know, it's
Hand-painted mics.
Hand-painted mics.
I like the idea.
I'm putting mine encrusted with some
so
sparkles,
much
sorry.
surface, so little time.
You can find Lawrence Gartel and Bonnie Bonbon right here at the heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway, starting February 6th. G-Talk at 12 o'clock. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you
Pleasure to
so
meet you.
much.
Thank you, Lawrence.
Thank
you,
you.
Bonnie.
Thank you,
Dan,
guys.
as always.
Thank
You want extreme focus and a pain-free life, or even better sleep? Take it from the top millionaires and athletes of the world.
Fire and ice! Fire and ice! Fire and ice!
Cryotherapy is the most effective, efficient way to a better life. Stand in our cryotherapy chamber for a quick 3 minutes and instantly heal all chronic pain, burn calories, and increase circulation and collagen. We are conveniently located in Coconut Creek, Florida. Please call 954-906-5656. For more information, call 954-906-5656 or visit our website at fireicespa.com.
Does your child learn best when they see and experience information? Is your child smarter than indicated by test results? 3D Learner is an integrated learning program that helps identify your child's strengths and challenges. 3D Learner's individualized program for academic and athletic success will significantly improve reading comprehension, test scores, and self-esteem. Contact 3D Learner today for more information. Call 561-361-7495 to unlock your child's true potential. Visit us at 3dlearner.com or call 561-361-7495. The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And a whole lot about Fire and Ice, but while we're still talking about FitWise for kids, let's give out your address and your phone number again, because what you're offering kids, you also have a bus that picks the kids up from school. So parents, if you're working full-time, if you've got a two-parent household or one-parent household and you're working till 6 or 6:30 at night and you're thinking, I cannot get my kid there, they have a way to get your child from school to their location for this amazing fitness program. It's not only fitness. One side is fitness and moving. The other side is nutrition and computers and engaging in activities and education and anti-bullying. And it's everything. You talk about mind, body, soul. You do it all for children. And nobody is doing this. And my background's in special ed. So for me, as soon as Loren told me about you, I said, I have to meet you. Because I could not wait to have you guys on the show and share what you do. So Mitch, I know you have the address in front of you.
Yeah. I need this to get there every day. It's 4641 North State Road 7, Unit 15B, and the phone number is 954-363-2349.
What are your hours?
We are open from
11 to 7.
How many days a week?
Monday through Friday, and then Saturday 10 to 1. And we're open for birthday parties also.
And kids can come, you have programs, 1 day a week, 2 days, we even have a 5-day-a-week program.
Yes. So they can come in twice a week, 3 times a week, or 5 times a week.
So imagine this, getting your kid away from their phone and their tablets and actually participating in life with other kids and moving and getting off the couch and shutting down the electronics.
Yeah, we make them, they have to check their electronics.
Can you believe, I feel so old that I'm actually saying, can you imagine a life where you have to do that?
Right, exactly.
Right? Well, you have to take your child someplace away from your home, away from your car, for them to engage with other children.
Yeah, but times have changed.
Times are changing, and kudos to you all for bringing that forward, for creating a place where kids feel safe and included, and for special needs children, and I know special needs adults.
Places they can call their own.
Now,
Sure.
you guys are all from Florida? I know you're from Florida. You guys from Florida?
I'm from New York, Queens.
This one is from
Okay,
New York.
Queens. And you're from Florida?
I'm from Texas.
Oh, no. That's another country. And you're from?
I'm an Army brat, but I mostly grew up in Florida.
In Florida. In New York City, in New York, we used to play in the streets.
Yes.
Right? You know,
We have a stick over there for
We
the
had water
stick ball
pumps
in the
on,
school
water
day.
pumps.
Oh my God! You remember when you used to turn the hydrants
The
on?
hydrant
And you
on,
used to
yeah.
take the can.
The can, and you just shoot cars on it.
Shoot cars. I used to shoot my cousin across the street. Juji. But the funny thing, we used to play pitching in and everything. But the funny thing is, in New York, our playground was the streets.
How much you want to go play with these kids?
It's the best. But here you have a controlled environment, right? You're not going to get hit by a car. That's one of the problems we used to have.
Yes.
We have a controlled environment. You should take advantage of this thing. And there's a lot of psychological stuff that goes on with exercise and buddying up.
I
And
have an idea.
which, of course, you do.
So you have your FitWise dollars, your FitWise bucks.
Yes. Right.
What if you have your next level and the kids' reward is to come on and be part of our radio show?
For sure.
Or winter break or day off of school with you to talk about FitWise and what they've
that'd be
learned.
cool.
Oh, we have
with
some
you.
awesome kids, and you
Yeah.
can
How
see
about
from
that?
A
That'd
to,
be
to B how they got to the next level, and it's just amazing. So
Well, we
definitely
can
we
do
could
that
do
over
that.
winter break, so we can push it forward. And I know the kids have a couple weeks off of school starting soon.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
they're
bring
good.
them forward, because the next 2 weeks when they're home, I know the kids need things to do, and let's open up the gallery.
We used
Okay.
to have DJ of the day. We used to open up Fridays, and
Kids in
Nate
distress?
used to bring two
We had
kids
kids
up.
in distress. We had
Or three.
ADL.
A bunch of characters they were, man.
It's always
It was
about
unreal.
the kids. All right, Lauren, tell us about Fire and Ice, where we can find you. Right around the corner from FitWise for Kids.
Yes, we're actually conveniently located right next to FitWise for Kids in the Coral Springs Shopping Plaza, Wiles Road and 441. One thing I want to bring up here real quick is weight loss, because you guys also deal with obesity. The new year's coming. We're getting ready to launch our weight loss program at Fire and Ice as well. And also you guys are a non-for-profit organization. Are you
Yes.
taking like donations?
We are taking donations.
Okay, you want to tell a little bit
2
about
minutes.
that as well?
So yeah,
Okay.
so a lot of donations we collect for children who are obese, who don't have the capacity to be able to get healthy food, because they're actual food deserts. And for those who don't know what food deserts are, they don't have a car and they live in an area where there's no stores. And for them to get there, would have to take a bike or walk. And so we're opening that sector to be able to give that need to be filled with our donations. So all the donations we got, right now we have a motorcycle we're selling, a child motorcycle we're selling, and raising funds for obese child and a child with autism who can get that one-on-one time with a trainer. It's a great need that we have.
Now, my wish, and I always say on Wednesdays, my wonderful Wednesdays, my wish would be for every child to feel included and not bullied, because it's just literally breaking my heart. I can't even breathe right now.
Oh, it's a huge
But there are
undertaking.
so many
That's huge.
kids that are feeling hurt. Every day they wake up hurt, and they spend their days hurt and being bullied and in fear of going to school and being accepted. And you have made a place where they can feel safe and included.
Absolutely.
Now, Lauren, you're going to start a diet
loss?
program, a weight loss program for children or for adults or for anybody?
Well, it's, I'm sitting here thinking about everything, and what we do at Fire and Ice Cryotherapy, it also helps boost your mood, releases endorphins. Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that would be something that maybe we should work together with for the new year, and help the kids out
Yeah,
as
and
well.
that her mentioning the weight loss part is the side of that. We don't push that as much. We have the parents actually. They do come in. We have them measured. We have them weighed. We get to track them if there's a need, because we have North Broward Hospital. They send us their children who have diabetes and other areas that really are extreme. So we do track those children. And if the parent
30
just wants
seconds.
them to come down and drop some weight, we help them do that too. So there is a
It's a huge need, I'll
And
tell
if
you that
someone
right
wants
now.
to franchise, someone wants it in North Carolina, do you have franchise opportunities?
Yes, we do. We have franchise opportunities. Like, again, we're in New York, we're in Virginia. We're looking at Miami right now, and we have calls all over the world, like Saudi Arabia, they purchased
Well, if you're
to be
looking
out
for
there.
North Carolina, give them a call at FitWise for Kids at 954-363-2349 for your children, for you, or for franchising to your local
All good
community.
stuff.
And for Fire and Ice, contact Lorraine at 954-906-5656. And you can stop by both locations. They're about 10 steps away from each other. They're
We're
right
done,
on the
you guys.
corner of Wiles and 441. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
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 Well, that's about it for today, and even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 1 p.m. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S. will bring you more goodwill next time. Although today's show was live, you can follow the cafe on Facebook at Brooklyn Cafe. To rewatch every minute of the show, call 866-224-5422 to talk with Dawn and Freddy S. after the closing, or to leave an order for fun for the next show. Have a meaningful day. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of the station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant?
Because I found them on Facebook a while ago. I was reading the book. Is there in the book?
One tap.
Want to make your smartphone
brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow. Look at your eye.
What a
difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste,
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.
Loud and clear. Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.